Scorecard, and today we are in another area of Lagos. We are here to see what is going on as usual in this local government. We want to x-ray the activities of the local government chairman since assumption of office, and this area, by my observation, appears to be a highly populated area, and that's talking about Ayobo-ipaja area of Lagos. Since we got him here today, I have observed that the chairman is such an amiable person. He looks calm, but we are going to delve into his world to see what of things there for us in a short while. This is Fumi Ayeni. I will take this time out, and when we come back, we're going straight into the discourse of today on the program. Just stick around. Welcome back. This is Scorecard. In case you're just joining us, like I said a while ago, we are in another area of Lagos, and that's talking about the Ayobo-ipaja local council development area. As usual, we're here to do what we know how to do best. We are here to see what is going on at this grassroots level, why this local government has been, the name of the local government has been on the lips of everybody around here, talking about the local government. We want to delve into the world, especially the world of the chairman of the local government. That's talking about Honorable Sakiru, Yusuf Sakiru Adisa. You're most welcome to the program today. Wow, I must say, you look calm. What's going on for a local government chairman?
Yusuf Sakiru Adisa, the executive chairman, Ayobo-ipaja LCDA. I look calm because this LCDA, God has been taking control since the inception of our office.
Okay.
And today, I'm happy to tell the whole world what has been the achievement so far for this administration. Okay. And with my scorecard, I know the performance of this LCDA is going beyond the expectation of the people that voted us in.
Wow, that's a good one, and I love that. You just mentioned the name of the program, Scorecard. Anyway, Chairman, we are here to focus on 4 key areas of development, and that's talking about the infrastructure, talking about the education, the environment, the human and healthcare development of this community. And we'll take it one after the other. Since you came in, what was the condition, the state of the infrastructure of this local government, and what have you done to better the lot of the people in that area?
Well, in terms of infrastructure, Ayobo-ipaja is purely a rural area, but we are taking it one after the other. The needs of our people. We are having a lot of road challenges because we are yet to develop. But as I'm talking to you, I know that we have tried our best. We started with Animal Shan Road.
Okay.
We have completed the 2-side drainage in that place. And we move ahead to Igeshu Olayemi Road for coverage in that area. Then we move down to Aton Road and Atokekere Road. The 2-side drainage has been completed as I'm talking to you. We did 8 boreholes for our people,
okay,
for them to have enough water to drink within the community. We did 5 across the 5 political wards,
okay,
1 at St. George's UNA Primary School, another one at Barua Primary School, and we have another one in Council Secretariat here, which make it 8. And massive grading with the provision of a lot of lighterite across the 5 political wards has been done to our people in terms of infrastructure.
Yes, sir. You've really come a long way in the area of infrastructure by what we can see. Now let's go to education. Education is very important. It's what we need to build our future on. So, and I know that the primary schools under the control of the local government. What have you done in the area of education, making learning easy and attractive to these programs?
Education is the key to the success. And I believe in the young ones because they are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. And that is the foundation. Anybody that wants to be a professor will have to start somewhere.
Definitely.
But the primary school within the LCDA is within the capacity of the council chairman. But as of today, I can tell you categorically that we have done a lot in education for our people to have a conducive learning environment in the school. To start with, St. George's UNA Primary School, we constructed a modern 8 classroom with toilet facilities.
Wow.
Which is one of the best in the 57 local government as of today.
Wow.
That if you see the structure on ground, you will know that we are really ready to give the dividend of democracy to our people. And apart from that, the landscaping of the surrounding of the building has been done. Renovation of the fence that surrounded it with security gate is already in place at St. George's UNA Primary School. Let me come down to St. Andrew Primary School. We fix in a security gate there for them, for the student not to be roaming about every time. Then we moved to Barua Primary School. We did a perimeter fencing to surround the school for the student to have an adequate security, for them not to be roaming about at all time, that the teachers cannot take control of the student in that area. We done that with the security gate, and we renovated their toilet facility with borehole.
Wow.
At Barua Primary School. Today, sir, when you see what is on the ground for yourself, to tell you how far we have gone on education.
All right. Yes, this is really moving very, very smoothly. Now, let's look at the environment. You know, if our environment is safe enough, if it's clean enough, at least one will be assured of a long life, so to say. So, what have you done in securing the environment, in making the environment cleaner?
Well, environment, on daily activities, I believe we start from our different homes.
Yes.
When you wake up in the morning, you keep your environment neat and tidy by sweeping your house or your premises. Then after that, you can now move out. As the chairman of this local government, I thank God for the cooperation that I'm having with the legislative arm, my supervisors, the entire community members, giving to me, because for some months ago, the Visionscape has not been performing very well. Yeah. But we thank God for the intervention of our leader, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to bring back the lawman into the place. Today, we have tried as much as possible to evacuate all the waste within the local government. Okay. To start with, the desinting of the waste in the drainage, we have been casting them away regularly. Another one is that the waste being dropped on the media or on the major roads or any other street has been casted away. The market men and women has been giving us another cooperation in keeping the environment of where we buy the food and stock that we eat on daily basis. They have been trying their best to keep the environment neat every day and night. Today, I can tell you categorically that our environment is as clean as everything, sir.
And I must say that I'm going to take that home with me, because I just must commend you that you have a very clean environment since we got here.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's visible all over the place. Okay, now let's go into the human, and that's the last focal point anyway. the human and healthcare development of this local government. On the human, if you've done poverty alleviation programs, if you have a program for the elderly, if you've done skill acquisition, we talk about that. Then under the health, we talk about the PHCs and all what's not that you have done.
Well, in Ayobo-ipaja LCDA here, we have 6 primary health care centers.
All right.
Functioning very, very well on daily basis. And we have a capable hand, the doctors and the nurses and their staffs, non-teaching staff, that they are there to do their job on daily basis. I can tell you that as an LCDA, we have our X-ray scanning machine and a place that we do maintain them regularly to service our people. Health is wealth.
Yes, sir.
Without health, there's nothing a woman being can do.
Of course.
For you to be in any way, your health must be okay. For you to perform your duty, your health must be very well. So we take it as a major priority to be sure that our people within the local government are more healthy. So we renovated the PAC at the health secretariat here for our people to enjoy. There is a carport here that we did for our people so that they can have their comfortable seat, and they will be calling them one by one to see the doctors there. Another one, out of these 6, we thank God for his intervention. That is His Excellency Ambody, for the wonderful job that he has done. He picked 2 out of it. That is Barua and Apata, in which he has upgraded these 2 health centers for us. So we don't relent on our efforts on the health of our people, because we take them as part of us, and they are the people that on ground that they will be benefiting what the government are doing, and the government are ready to give them exactly what they need at the point of their needs.
Now let's look at human development, the poverty alleviation programs, if there are any, what you have done in the area of skill acquisition, and also maybe programs for the elderly or the youth.
Well, on that, into the education side again.
Okay.
And women
empowerment,
property alleviation,
yeah.
There is a lot of skill acquisition training that has been organized for our people.
Okay.
And secondly, there is a program that we do quarterly that is on courtesy to educate the young one that they should not belong to the areas that they don't supposed to be, because we want them to be useful to their family and to the nation as a whole.
All right. Okay. Anyway, it's time to leave you now to do to attend to your calls here today. We have to go around your local government and then also talk to some people in your local government, people that will corroborate what you have just told us in this local government. But I must say that by my observation, you have one of the cleanest local governments. Right? So nice talking to you on the program today, sir. Yeah.
I'm not afraid for you to go round.
All right, sir.
Because I know that all what I have mentioned,
yes, sir,
they are feasible for you to see.
Yes, sir.
If they are feasible, yes, there's no way why I will be afraid of telling you the truth. Yes. That is how far we have gone. Yes. And we still promise our people that more are still on the pipeline.
Yeah, you've heard it all from the horse's mouth, and that's talking about the chairman of Ayobo-ipaja local government. As you can see, he has enumerated his achievements, his assumption of office, all the 4 key areas of development. He had made impact in all of these areas, and it's now time to go all out there and see the projects that are on ground, and also talk to some people, as we usually do, in order to air their views about the achievements of the local government chairman.
This erosion is worrying this road too much. Before, motor cannot pass. But when the community grade, they call local government to come and assist us about this culvert. Because it disturbs me. When rain fall, nobody can pass. Like 1 hour after the rain stop, before any motor can pass. But we are very happy that the local government assist us to do the culvert. So, but we thank them, but we want them to do more to assist us more, because the water is still worrying us. But this portion, it gives us relief at us now. But we still have another crossing, like Ashipa. After this one, Igeshu, we still need them for support.
I really appreciate the water because almost, let me say, 5 years to 4 years before this water came here, we suffer a lot to get a water. Even those that have the one, they do it on their own. We normally pay money. Even sometimes we lack of money to pay, but they not allow us to fetch the water once there is no money. But once our chairman, local government, Sakiru do this one for us, we are very happy, and everybody came here. We enjoy it together. And even I'm the one in charge maintaining the water, how to get the light. Sometimes I will enter the tank. If it's dirty, I will wash everything. We are very happy, and there's no problem since then. They have done it for us. Even they give us a generator to maintain it if there is no light.
It's been efficient because the NEPA light is not always reliable. So with our generator, most times there is fuel in the generators, but probably we'll do night. There's maternity session, so it's only throughout the night. So we have a small gen that we power on our own. So fuel is being found every night by the local government chairman. We have about 5 other more, but this is the flagship. So we have this where they have their deliveries, and immunization session here is usually we usually have a very large turnout. At least about our babies from 0 to 14 days, we usually have about 30, 20 likes. Then other babies, we have about 60, 70 on a daily basis, Mondays to Thursdays.
Yeah, Honorable Yusuf Sakiru Adisa, the council chairman, has done tremendously well for the community. Vis-a-vis is developmental programs for the local government. Like this is the second term, and like there's this adage that one good term deserves another. So it's because of his efforts in his first tenure. That was why the party deemed it fit to return him for the second term. On the whole, he has done well in all facets of development. Like, you want to talk about education, you want to talk about works and infrastructure, you want to talk about security, you want to talk about even interpersonal relationship. Even his relationship with the party has been very, 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 very well okay.
It's very performance on the youth level. In any area, when we need the assistance on youth, it's always answer us. It's always there for us.
Let me use this platform to appreciate and give kudos to the founder, the originator, the creator of 37 LCDA, in person of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for giving us the opportunity and privilege to be at this point for today. Now straight to your question. The relationship with the executive arm of government and the legislative is very, very cordial. And executive arm of government, the fourth legislative arm of Ayobo-ipaja, we will be giving them 100% cooperation so that they can be able to perform their duty excellently. As you can see, Ayobo-ipaja is one of the most peaceful LCDA in Lagos State. That's why we're taking the lead and we are moving forward. And special grace of God, we're going to move to the next level.
The chairman of this local government, that is Ayobo-ipaja local government, he has really performed. And then we thank God, he couldn't have done it alone, if not that he has the cooperation of the supervisors, the SLG, myself, and the whole community itself, because they are very, all the projects that we have put in place are laudable projects. These are projects that you can see. These are projects that it's not on paper. It's there for you to see live and direct. For instance, we've done a lot of roads. We've built schools, we've renovated some. And in the skill department, that is in the empowerment programs, we do the norms. We have the skill department where we train youths and women, even men, how to have whatever they want to do in their hands.
The chairman of Ayobo-ipaja Development Council, in the person of Sakiru Yusuf, he has done a lot to develop the Barua Community School. First of all, he did the fencing of the school, and then he built another 4 classrooms for the school and provide water for the school as well with a borehole. We want him to complement the inner roads, particularly in Barua, to grade them, and if possible, the little he can do to tar them as well. There's not much between the traditional setup and the council. But since he has been there, though he made a promise to improve the condition of the traditional rulers, particularly the Bales in the area.
Well, let's thank God. God is the chief security. But when you see the security situation in Ayobo-ipaja, we keep on holding peace and security meeting every month. And with the synergy between the community, the police security agencies, and the council. So we're able to have a secured community. And this facilitated the development we are seeing in Ayobo-ipaja, because it's peaceful. So nobody disturbs anybody from achieving its desired goals.
How can you quantify the jobs he has done in the area of development of the community?
As a community leader, he has tried within the available resources. Because when he came in, he touched the schools. He constructed new schools, at least rehabilitated, gave us a mother-to-heart school in UNA Primary School in Ipaja. He touched Barua Primary School, and to the glory of God, he touched schools in Ayobo too. So on schools he tried. Then on earth, well, we've been a neighboring community. We have people from Ogun State using our health facilities here, from Ayetoro, Italy, and Axis, including Songo, using our health facilities there. So you see our health facilities being overstretched. So we still need more staff when it comes to. And he commissioned the community built primary center at Jagunde, and he stabbed it. So on earth, that is, he has tried his best possible within the available resources, because as a community, Oliver Twist. Then on roads, yes, he's been trying to construct link roads to decongest the major roads. Like Bale Kaka Street, that links Ayetoro Axis in Ogun State to link the bridge, 21 roads and bridge constructed by Governor Ambody. So then this one, where you are, is to link Ashikpa to decongest the Megida Ayobo junction. So anybody going towards Amule Ashikpa, Yagunde Yolonsola axis, we don't need to pass through the major road when this road is completed. It's been a very bad road, not passable, but now with the drains constructed, we are hoping with the expected fund will still complete this road, and it is the congestion will reduce at the major road, so we will pass through this place.
As a matter of fact, he's a person that I've known for long, and that's Honorable Sakiru, Adisa, Yusuf. When he was even a councillor, you know, being a community leader, I don't discriminate anybody, and he's been very, very nice to me. He's my son. For Honorable Sakiru, Yusuf, wherever we meet, he relates with me like a mother, and I relate with him as a son, because he's doing well.
Out of 10, I will give 8.5.
8 out of 10.
Let's say 8 over 10, sir.
Welcome back. I hope that next time you're going to come with us as we go into another local government. Don't forget, the season for the commissioners are here. So in about a week or two, we should start unveiling the activities of the commissioners in the Lagos State Cabinet. This is Wumi Ayeni signing off. Thank you for joining us today.